So I recently went to Vegas for like a week, and honestly, Vegas makes me nostalgic of New York. I'm an East Coast baby, so I know the East Coast. I do. And the East Coast is always going to be my reference point for anytime I go anywhere else. Honestly, I have really am going to compare it to either Washington, D.C. or like New York, because that's really the major, I feel like, areas that I've been in the most. So when I go all the way to the West Coast and I experience something, I really am comparing it to the East Coast and what that feels like. And I just feel like Vegas really, really reminded me and made me nostalgic of New York. I went to this amazing, like, super upscale vegan restaurant. Trust me, I didn't pay for it. I was invited. I was invited because I'm blessed with company that favors my happiness. So I went to a steak restaurant, and here's the thing, I'm vegan. I'm literally vegan. So I'm looking at this menu like, oh my goodness, there's nothing for me to eat. And they're going to be eating like filet mignon. They're going to be eating these shrimp towers and this bread, and the wine was really great. Oh my goodness. We had this Cabernet wine. It was named Gratitude, and I thought that was so divine. Infinite gratitude, because it really had me feeling right. Anyways, so we were talking to like the waiter or whatever, and I really love it because they were so sensitive to me, the like people that I was with, and they had made sure to like ask for vegan options. It's so beautiful when I have company in my life that can speak for me, because I personally, I'm not the type of person, like if I don't see vegan menus, like vegan options on the menu in a fancy restaurant, I'm not gonna ask, because I'm like, oh, they probably don't have it. So it's just really, really nice to be surrounded by people who are like, wait a minute, she's vegan. Like, do y'all have food for her? And I just love that because it makes me feel so appreciated. And, you know, the waiter was like, actually, we do. Like, the chef has a vegan dish. And when I tell you, it was vegan ravioli. It was so good. It was like these green raviolis, and it had so much beautiful, like beautifully flavored and sauteed vegetables. There was like asparagus and squash and like these carrots and these cherry tomatoes, and it was so good. And on the inside of the ravioli, it had like something, don't know what it was, even though he said yes, this plate is 100% vegan, like this dish is 100% vegan, and it was so amazing. Like, for a steak restaurant, they really mastered that vegan, and I thought it was so great. And then I had some sorbet, and I think it was just a great night. Honestly, I'm really, really impressed because we were staying at the Mandalay Bay Hotel, which is also like a casino, and it's connected to these like other hotels. And inside of the Mandalay Bay Hotel, they have these this like food court by their shops, and there's so many vegan options. I'm just so proud, and I felt so seen and felt so heard. Anytime a restaurant has a vegan menu, I'm just like, kisses to you, wishes, like good wishes to you, blessings, and just love, because I just think that that's so thoughtful to like just acknowledge and recognize that there are people in the world who don't eat meat and don't consume dairy and are just not gonna do any animal products, and that we exist and that we want to eat at restaurants too. And I just think it's so beautiful, and I just love that. And Vegas is really the first time that I experienced that. I feel like in the DMV, you either have to like intentionally go to a vegan restaurant in order to get at least two of the places in the DMV that I've been to. DMV standing for DC, Maryland, Virginia, like that whole trifold thing. Yeah, it's totally different. I think that the weather, it was super, super windy because it's like April. So it was really windy. And then there were moments where it was like super freaking hot. And it just felt like any other place, honestly. It just had a lot of lights and a lot of like naked people, and these like emo rock punk bands that were performing, and I honestly didn't really like explore that much, because the casinos really make me sad. So I think that the next time I go to Vegas, I'll probably do my own thing and be by myself, because I was with people and I was there for a convention. So it wasn't really like fully play. It was also a lot of work. Even though I wasn't working, I was just experiencing the work and observing people work, which is kind of the same thing to some extent. And I'm also observing because I'm just in this space in my life where I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move. I am not trying to stay in the area that I've been my entire life. I'm ready to like go and explore the world. So I was just thinking like, would I really want to live in Vegas? I think I would just have to explore it more, honestly. It's just that right now, I think it's like, no. I think if I come to Vegas again, it wouldn't be permanently. Like, I wouldn't say, oh yeah, I'm gonna set up shop in Vegas. I just think it would be a really nice place to come if I want to kind of get away from reality, because that's really how it feels out there. It's just an escape. I had a lot to drink because there was so many free drinks, just because I'm just, again, favorite like that. And I'm just thankful, that I get to have a lot of great 22-year-old experiences and it not cost me like money. So yeah, that's Vegas. If I would say, if you haven't been to Vegas, I feel like why not go? Like, why not? It's something to experience. You're only really human consciously once. So yeah, that's how I feel. If I could rate Vegas out of 10, I give it like an 8.5. A 9 on the days where it wasn't windy and it was really, really sunny. Absolutely. What about the men? Ooh, what did the men look like? I'm like, wait a minute. The men. Yeah, I can't even say anything to you about that right now. I think, like, Vegas has, I think for me, it's not really about the physicality. In Vegas, it's more about like the spirit and the energy, because I think that you could really misjudge and underestimate how well you get along with someone. Like, you could underestimate the chemistry that you have with someone based on how they look. And I feel like in Vegas, it's not about looks, it's about energy, it's about spirit. And I think that having a free-spirited, open, like, energy will make Vegas fun. If you're going there and you're like not in a free-spirited kind of adventurous kind of spontaneous energy, and you're just having an open heart, I feel like it may not be as fun for you, because I don't think people go there to like look good. I think people go there to feel good. So it's more about feeling. People want to escape reality. People want to get into this like other mode. And I think that that's really cool. One of my favorite highlights was the tattoo shop inside of the hotel, like near the casino. I thought that was so cool to have a tattoo shop like kind of inside of a casino. And it was called like Starlight Tattoo. Super, super cool. I really want to go back there and like get a tattoo, just because it was kind of the first tattoo shop that I walked in. Like, being of age and actually being able to be like, hey, I want this, and then being able to get it without anybody's consent. And I fell in love with a tattoo artist there. Like, I didn't really fall in love with him, because I don't know him. I just fell in love with his art, and that means I fell in love. So I just feel like have fun and like eat amazing. Eat whatever you crave. Don't go like crazy and like splurge. I'm not a professional, so like don't really listen to me. I'm just giving some advice. I just feel like every time that I fed my cravings, I felt 10 times better. I think all of the cities and just countries and just places in the world are self-aware. I genuinely believe that locations and places are self-aware entities in the way that people are. So I feel like just listen to your body. When you've had too much partying, go lay down. Like, stop going out. And then there are going to be moments where you're like, hey, I'm ready to get out. I'm ready to socialize. I need some drinks and I just want to have a good time. So yeah, I feel like just like feel rather than like take things as they appear. Because I don't think Vegas is about the appearance. I think if you focus on the appearance, you'll be seduced in the wrong way. And I think it can really get dark, which is why, which I think is kind of like twisted and dark, still kind of beautiful, because I feel like that's the bigger picture of it all, how beautiful it is. And I feel like if you get so caught up in like the beauty and the lights of Vegas and how it appears, you could really lose yourself in all of that. So that's how I feel. All right, hope you have a great time in Vegas, because I surely did. And I'll talk to you soon.